Coming up on Juice and Java, we'll have the details on a fire that burned down an old community landmark last night.
And Autothon executive Emma Lakis will join us in studio to talk about the event and how to help the Children's Hospital.
All of that and more, Juice and Java starts right now. Epstein.
And I'm Cora Mayer-Costa. We apologize for the technical difficulties, but thank you for starting your mornings out with us in our new studio. It's been fantastic to be in this for the past week.
It's so exciting to be here. I absolutely love it, and the lights look amazing. Well, the roof at the main building at Maria Regina College has collapsed after a severe fire last night. The old St. Anthony Convent is gone after more than 60 firefighters were called to the arena at 6 p.m. One firefighter had minor injuries, but was treated by an ambulance at the scene. The cause of the fire is still unknown.
Now, this has been the second fire in the same week here in this area of Syracuse. It's been very dry out, and especially with all the sun.
Yeah, it's definitely important to look out for, and our Riley Underwood is here in studio to tell us more about the weather for today. Riley, how's it looking out there?
Oh, right now it's not looking too bad. 50 degrees, a lot warmer actually than we would have expected earlier in the week, and even earlier today. If you asked me, I would have said it was going to be a lot colder, but it's really warmed up, and the reason that we've been having those fires actually, it is dry outside. There's not a lot of moisture in the air. When you look at the rest of the day, we're going to see it cool down a little bit. We're going to expect some midday rain, but no snow. I'm sure you're glad to hear that. No snow, but we will be seeing some rain moving in around 11:30. Tonight, 30 degrees, just below freezing. Again, no moisture in the air. Hold on to your hats, but if you're me, I wouldn't even wear one. Almost 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts, so it's going to be a windy one. Just partly cloudy, so it's not going to trap a lot of heat in the air. When we see our current temperatures around the area, we're actually looking pretty good for that. When you look at our radar, we're going to expect the rain to move in from west to east around 11:30 a.m., and then we're going to expect that to go to 4 p.m. We're going to have some more weather when we come back at the rest of the show.
Riley, thank you so much. The SU Student Association is hosting Multicultural Week. This is the first time the Student Association is partnering with the university organizations in celebrating the diverse cultures and identities on campus.
Now, today marks the first day of Multicultural Week events, including a Mosaic Festival, a Latinas in Media panel, and a dodgeball tournament. Multicultural Week ends next Sunday. Events are open to all undergraduate students, and for more details on specific events, visit the Student Association Instagram. And now Syracuse Giving Day is only 5 days away. The annual campus-wide celebration and fundraiser benefits all schools and programs here at SU. Giving Day kicks off this Thursday at 9 a.m. in the Shine Student Center with special events and shows happening each hour.
Yeah, Cora, and Giving Day shows will highlight student stories, campus celebrities, and giveaways. Giving Day is open to all, and celebrations will be live streamed on the SU Giving Day website. Now, Cora, I don't know about you, but for me, this is why I look forward to March. Giving Day is such an incredible event, and it really does bring Syracuse alumni, current students, and professors all together.
I mean, it's just so wonderful for the alumni to actively have a hand in making the student experience a little bit better. I mean, CitrusTV will be tabling there, and I know, Ilana, you're involved with the broadcast tomorrow.
Yes, and so are you. So it's going to be really fun and a really great day. There's, I believe, 15 shows, and they're like 15 minutes long. So it's really fun and easy to tune in and easy to donate as well. So very fun.
Very exciting.
Well, speaking of Syracuse, some more Syracuse sports. Syracuse and CU Boulder are seeking NCAA approval to schedule joint football practices this spring. The collaboration would include 3 days of joint team practices ending with a scrimmage.
The NCAA does not allow spring scrimmages, but Syracuse head coach Fran Brown and Colorado head coach Deion Sanders said they would alter their schedules to adhere to NCAA regulations. The exhibition will take place in April if approved. Now, this is really a first of its kind here in Syracuse, and I think that would be amazing for Syracuse to sort of get on that premier level.
Absolutely. This would be the first of its kind in the NCAA because NFL practices are joint sometimes, and I really think that's great for the teams to grow, but to have that here at Syracuse and have Syracuse be one of the first teams to do it, like you said, would be so exciting and would really elevate this team even more. Obviously, we had such a great season this past year with Fran, so he's really just looking for ways to make the team better and better.
No, agreed. And staying in the Dome, Syracuse men's lacrosse takes on Colgate later today. The Orange sit at number 10 in the nation, while Colgate is just 10 spots lower at 20. SU is coming off a 16-2 win against Manhattan, while Colgate lost 18-17 in a close match against Bucknell.
The Orange are led by Joey Spallina, who leads the team with 43 points and 26 assists. Syracuse looks to get their 4th straight win at the JMA Wireless Dome in just over an hour. Cora, I hate to say this, but I actually haven't been to a lacrosse game yet, and it is on my bucket list for before I graduate in just a few weeks. I have to go. Have you been?
I've only been to the Haudenosaunee lacrosse games here, but they do collaboration with all of the Syracuse teams, so it's really fantastic. And face-off today is at noon, so tune in to Q's Countdown at 11:30 for full coverage of that game. And now, from lacrosse sticks to paddles, a local pickleball gym is taking to the courts to support local service members. Our Olivia Rodriguez was there.
If one thing is clear in this renovated Baldwinsville gym, it's that a love of pickleball runs deep.
They'll donate and they'll spend money for a good cause. You got to give them the pickleball. They got to get their games and they got to play.
And that's exactly what they did. Friday night kicked off the Red, White, and Rally Pickleball Tournament, a charity event raising money for 3 veterans resource organizations.
And I'm hoping that, if a few people, get more active with supporting the military, I think we've accomplished something.
It's a message that hits close to home for Benny McRae, a legacy service member new to upstate New York who's found his home and community on the court.
It's a great outlet outside of the stresses of work. It's a community of great people that allow you to just be yourselves and just all play a game and get like a nice workout in.
In just one day of the tournament, the event has already raised over $8,000 for veterans through raffle tickets and tournament fees. But for McRae, it's about having the courage to get out there and connect with your neighbors.
Go outside your comfort zone. Like, if you want to pick up a sport or a hobby, just go out and do it. Like, what's the worst that you can do? You'll just be in a community of people that are there to teach you and make you have fun.
Because at the end of the day, the message is clear. It is possible to turn a little pickle into a lot of good.
Reporting for Juice and Java, I'm Olivia Rodriguez.
I did better the last time.
Olivia, you have some pickleball skills. She's amazing.
No, I agree. That's very impressive. It's hard.
It is. I can't do it, but good for her. But the 12th annual Syracuse Half Marathon will be bringing runners and spectators to downtown Syracuse tomorrow. Several main roads in the downtown area will be closed to vehicle traffic during the race.
Runners will start on Harrison Street at the end of the end at the On Center, where they will celebrate with a post-race party featuring live music, food, and drinks. The race will start at 7:45 in the morning and is expected to end around noon. Now, Ilana, even that wake-up time is so impressive to me. It's amazing. I don't like running. Do you?
I don't really like running either, but I have to say, talking about all of these sports in the show today, I'm like in a very athletic mood. I want to go work out after this, maybe go for a run. And the weather, there's going to be some rain, but before it rains, as Riley said, maybe we can go for a little jog.
No, exactly. It's perfect weather right now. Not too chilly, but still enough that you could go out for a little jog.
Yeah,
exactly.
We'll have to try.
Well, the Central New York Regional Market is receiving $4 million from the county to better attract visitors and serve farmers. One of the improvements is a ghost kitchen, which acts as a restaurant without the dining space. Their focus is to give farmers a place to prepare online orders for third-party delivery apps. They're also developing a more attractive entrance from Park Street.
If you're looking to hang out with some scaly creatures, you're in luck. The Salt City Reptile Expo is taking place today, and that's where we find our Isabella Galan. Isabella, what's it look like over there?
Good morning, guys. I'm so excited to be here. We are at the Salt City Reptile Expo at the On Center in downtown Syracuse. Now, you can see behind me, there are tons of people that showed up this morning to get to experience some of the reptiles, amphibians, and exotic pets. I'm joined now with the owner and promoter of the event, Jody Bortel. Jody, thank you so much for being here. We're so excited to have you. Now, tell me a little bit about this event. How did it come to be?
Yeah, so we have a lot of local breeders and a lot of local vendors that need a place to really show off their wares and show off their animals, and we just really wanted somewhere where the community could come together and just came to be, like through a lot of discussions with the different breeders.
Absolutely. And I mean, there's so many people here, so many vendors. How long does it take to put on an event like this?
It takes me about 6 months. I do this every 6 months, and as soon as one show ends, I am starting the next show.
Yeah, and you mentioned that you were here. We were talking a little bit earlier. You were here at 4 a.m. You got here bright and early?
At 6 o'clock. I woke up at 4:30 this morning, just excited to start the day.
Yeah, what is your favorite part about having people here, getting to experience all of this?
I love seeing the kids' faces and like getting them into the hobby and learning new things and getting them excited about reptiles.
Absolutely. And I know there's so many different animals here. Can people not only come to look, but is there an opportunity to buy some of these reptiles? Or?
Oh, absolutely. Most of the reptiles here that you see are for sale. Like I said, they're all local breeders most of them are pretty much within New York State. A lot of them are here local, Syracuse, Binghamton, Rochester. So you can buy almost every animal here.
Very cool. I mean, I did make a best friend a little bit earlier. Her name is Chloe. If we take a look, I got to hold, she was a Suriname snake, and she is a true red-tailed boa, and she was awesome. I was really scared, but thank you, Jody, for trusting me and getting me confident enough to hold her. I had a great time. Yeah. Thank you so much for being here. That's all for us right now from the On Center for the Salt City Reptile Expo. I'm Isabella Galan. I'm going to send it back to you guys in studio.
Isabella, thank you so much. Looks like we might be getting a CitrusTV pet, right?
Potentially.
Well, after the break, an Autothon executive is in studio.
And we'll tell you about how you can help the Syracuse community.
Stay with us.
Jason, let's go see your room.
They took over my bedroom. Come on, come on. Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. Dad! You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
You're watching Juice and Java with Ilana Epstein, Cora Mayer-Costa, and Riley Underwood. And now, your campus news leader continues.
Welcome back into Juice and Java. The countdown to Autothon is on, with the big event only a week away. In studio to help us prepare for the dance-a-thon is Emma Lakis. Now, Emma, you are the External Relations Director of Autothon. How exactly did you get involved with the organization?
Yeah, so freshman year, I actually only just went to the event. I had done some work with nonprofits in the hospital atmosphere when I was in high school, but I didn't know there was an opportunity to get involved in college until I went to the event. I decided it was something I really wanted to get involved with. Ended up running for e-board, did a marketing position, and then I've been the External Communications Director for the past 2 years.
Now, you've been involved with Autothon for a while, it seems.
Yes.
What kind of preparations go into an event like Autothon?
Yeah. There is so much prep that goes into an event like Autothon. Most people who know of it know about it for the big event that's coming up on March 29th. It's our 10-hour-long fundraising day, but we are raising money literally from the second the event ends for the next year. So the event ended last spring. We take about a week off, and then we start doing more fundraising. So whether that's the story pushes you see, me and my team working with different organizations on campus to get team captains set up and those teams registered, or even things like poster sales on the quad. Sometimes you might not realize things are us, but we're ghost writing it. We're kind of behind it, raising money. We do a lot of food partnerships. We do just a lot leading up to it. And then, of course, planning the event is something that starts early August, if not into the summer.
Yeah, it sounds like a huge undertaking. And you said for people who do know about the event. Now, for people who don't know exactly what Autothon is, can you give us an overview of it?
Yeah, absolutely. So Autothon is a part of a larger nonprofit under the Children's Miracle Network, which is a nonprofit that is honestly funds so many hospitals across the country, and we're just a small part of the Dance Marathon program. So our goal is to raise as much money as possible, and we're partnered with our local children's hospital, Upstate Golisano, and so all of our money goes directly to there. So anything that is donated or fundraised goes 100% to them, and every year we raise over $100,000 that goes back to the hospital. And yeah, which is also kind of surprising. I think some people sometimes think that we take a cut, help fund it, but we're totally, nothing we have goes back into our funding, and it's all 100% donated there.
Wow, that is really amazing. And now, how can people get involved with Autothon?
So the best way as of right now is to go to the Autothon Instagram and register for the event on the 29th. As a part of the registration, you get a free t-shirt, there's a couple meals, you get to see all the performances, hang out with some of the kids and the families from the hospital that look forward to it every year. And that's the best way for this year. But if you're looking to get involved in future years, we have so many committees, we can always use as many hands on deck as possible.
That's really amazing, Emma. Thank you so much for joining us. And when we come back, we'll have all you need to know about local events in the area. Don't touch that remote.
Well, Thomas, you've got pre-diabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have pre-diabetes. Big time.
Here's your check. Oh, you got it.
You know, since I got rid of my car, I really enjoy walking.
Okay. Got it. No.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates.
Oh, you're home early. You live with your mom?
That'll set your game back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Come on, it's not that hard.
My big man fingers are having a problem with these little tiny buttons.
Whoa, watch it there. Your blood pressure's gonna go through the roof.
Tell me about it. I'm trying to learn how to get it down. Instead, it keeps going up.
High blood pressure can increase the risk for heart attack or stroke. Learn how to keep yours at a healthy range.
Ever hear a voice command? Just say text barbershop to 97779.
That's not what I said.
Just give me that. Now my blood pressure's up.
Welcome back to Juice and Java. If you're looking for something fun to do this weekend, Syracuse has no shortage of events. Our Lucy Shaffer is here to tell us more.
Hey guys, today at 12, Voices in Verse will be hosting a workshop at the Community Folk Arts Center where you'll be able to write your own poem, collaborate with others, and then even get the chance to work with actors who can then perform your poetry. This event is free and open to the public. To welcome in the maple season, Dutch Hill Maple Sugar House is hosting a maple weekend from 10 to 4 that is free to the public. There will be an open house showcasing the art of making pure maple syrup, live demonstrations, a tour of the sugar house, and delicious maple treats such as maple cream donuts, maple cotton, and maple coffee. They also will be hosting a food drive in partnership with the Food Bank of Central New York. The official Monster Truck Wars will also be heading into town tonight at 6 at the Toyota Coliseum. You can purchase tickets for the show and also even buy a ticket to ride in a real monster truck, attend the pit party where you will get the chance to meet the drivers, get some autographs, and even see the trucks up close. The monster trucks have been to the Dome in the past. Have you guys ever been to a monster truck show?
I actually have. My freshman year I went, and I haven't been back since, and I really want to go. Have you?
I've been to a monster truck show in New York City, so it's a little bit of different how it works here in upstate New York, but it's still as entertaining.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it just looks like so much fun. It's so interesting. Like, that's something you never think you'd actually watch live. Do you think you're going to go later?
I would really like to, if I can get a ticket, see some trucks, do some cool tricks and stuff. I have a little cousin who loves monster trucks so much, so I think it'd be great to get some videos of it.
Oh, it's like the perfect hyperfixation for kids. Come on, you got colorful trucks doing crazy tricks.
Yeah.
I'm getting so many videos on my TikTok For You page. Honestly, it's been insane.
We were just talking about that, but honestly, I'm so happy it's getting warm out and there's all these fun events to do, and it's probably easier to travel, although there might be some traffic. When we come back, it may be spring, but horror film director Stephen Lamorte believes it's the perfect time for a slasher film. We'll be right back.
Now, before we reach that interview, we're going to go take a look at our Riley Underwood. Riley, what do you have for us?
Yeah, thanks, guys. When we're looking at the traffic, we're seeing it pretty clear, and I thought you guys forgot about me for a minute, so yeah, thanks for letting me do my segment. But yeah, it's one of the clear days we've seen so far. We just have a few closures, not too much. Spencer Street Bridge over I-81 is closed for construction. Also, Canal Street between Walnut and University closed. So if you're trying to head those routes, just take a slight detour. Not going to take too much more time out of your route. But yeah, not too much traffic going on right here. Maybe a little bit going to the men's lacrosse game, but it's all for me, guys. Back to you.
Riley, thank you. Well, like I said, when we come back, it's spring, but horror film director Stephen Lamorte believes it's the perfect time for that slasher film. Like we said, we'll be right back.
There's one thing you can never have sex without.
It's not something you buy.
Or something you take.
In fact, there's only one way to get it.
It has to be given to you, freely.
It's consent.
Because sex without it isn't sex.
It's rape. Consent.
If you don't get it, you don't get it. It's on us to stop sexual assault.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Yo, camping buddy. Okay, you guys ready?
Dude, I thought you were driving.
I thought you were driving.
Oh, I never said I was driving.
I definitely can't drive.
Okay.
If you're high, just don't drive. It's illegal everywhere. If you feel different, you drive different.
Welcome back to Juice and Java. Joining us now is film director, writer, and producer Stephen Lamorte, here to tell us all about his new horror comedy film, Screamboat, based off the 1920s character Steamboat Willie. Stephen, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks so much for having me.
So first off, what inspired you to take on this project?
Well, you know, after my last film, The Mean One, which was a horror comedy adaptation of another popular children's character whose name I'm not allowed to say, I knew I wanted to make another sort of children's character-driven movie, but I didn't know what the storyline was going to be. And I said, well, what is a film that I've always wanted to make? And I've always wanted to make a horror movie set on the Staten Island Ferry. And I knew that the Steamboat Willie was going to come into the public domain shortly. And so one thing led to another. I started putting these things together and said, well, what if we put Steamboat Willie on the Staten Island Ferry with New York City as a backdrop and let him run around and kill people? So that's how I sort of arrived at the idea. And I did a little bit of research and found out the Staten Island Ferry was originally powered by steam. It's literally a steamboat, and it was a match made in heaven.
I love that, and thank you so much for sharing the backstory. And speaking of Steamboat Willie, some moviegoers might recognize a big name on the cast list taking on the role of Steamboat Willie. Tell us how you landed David Howard Thornton, famous for his role as Art the Clown in the Terrifier franchise and the mean one in your previous horror spin-off film, The Grinch.
Well, I've never heard of the G word that you just said. We did have the mean one though in our movie, so that was the last time I worked with David Howard Thornton. David, I've been aware of David, and I've known of him since the original Terrifier. I actually went to high school on Staten Island with the producers of Terrifier. So once the mean one started developing, I knew I was looking for someone who could not only play a monster, but who could be sort of that showman, that big, gregarious, monstrous creature that we all know and love in the face of the mean one. So once we started developing the script, I knew I wanted a live action cartoon character, someone who could really not only play the role, but could breathe life into it, but while still capturing that sort of fun, silly, cartoonish element. And so before I even had a finished script, I pitched him the idea. I brought him, said, hey, here's the story, here's what we're looking to do. And he was on board from the minute. He started doing all of the silly voices and practicing his whistling and doing his research, and we knew we had found our man, or our mouse, I guess.
I love that, and it's so exciting that you have him as a part of this film. So one last quick question here. Where and when can people watch the film?
Screamboat will be in theaters nationwide April 2nd before it launches in theaters around the world shortly thereafter. And you can see it pretty much anywhere. You can see it at Regal, AMC. It's definitely playing right near Syracuse for sure. It starts playing April 2nd, and it'll play all through the weekend. So you can, we're only guaranteed 1 week. So if you get in there and see it that first week, you'll help us get to a second week, and who knows where the film will go from there.
Well, I love that, and I'm so excited to see it. Stephen, thank you so much for joining us. Still ahead on Juice and Java, our Riley Underwood will have your full weather forecast. Stay with us.
Dad?
Just 1 minute, okay?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Hey, looking at your 5-day forecast, we're gonna see some clouds. Our only sunny day for the next 5 days is actually gonna be the coldest. So we've been blessed pretty well these past few days. It's been warm in the 60s, even reached the 70s a few days ago, but we're not gonna see that for a little while longer. We're gonna still be in a little bit of winter to spring mode. So guys, I have a trivia question for you. I'm gonna ask you, when was the latest that Syracuse has received measurable snow? Is it April? Is it May? Did we go all the way into June? So this is when Syracuse, the latest they've ever gotten some measurable amount of snow. What do you guys think?
That's a really good question. Honestly, very timely. I'm going to go with C. I believe it was May.
Oh, I was going
17th.
to go with May too.
So you're both going with it?
There's no way it was June. There's no way.
Oh, wait, I'll go with June.
Oh, you should have stuck with your original answer. It was May.
No.
Yeah. So,
Just since you said
hate to break it to you, but yeah, that was the year that Syracuse made its third ever Sweet 16, 23 now. No Sweet 16 for Syracuse this year.
No Sweet 16, and it is March Madness, and March Madness started last weekend with Selection Sunday, and today begins the second round with number 4 Purdue versus number 12 McNeese in just under 2 hours.
And while Syracuse isn't in the tournament, as you said, Ilana, we've still been keeping up with all the matchups so far. And Ilana, how is your bracket looking?
I'm not gonna lie, Cora, my bracket is completely busted. I put Clemson in my final 2 over Duke. I don't know why I did that.
No.
Riley, did you make a bracket?
Yeah, I did. It's not. I mean, it's not the best, but it's not, I don't think it's that bad.
It's
I didn't
definitely
pick
not.
McNeese, but I mean, how can you bet against that guy?
Well, I mean,
Oricon, we hit you block the same way. I mean, that guy got his NIL deal carrying around a Buffalo Wild Wings speaker.
I saw that, and Quadir Copeland was in that video as well. And Quadir Copeland played for Syracuse last year, and we should have known because he was good. He made that final score in the Miami game, right?
Yeah.
I mean, hey, once you bleed orange, always orange, right?
That's true. So I guess maybe I'm rooting for McNeese now, even though they are nowhere in my final
pick.
four.
Go with Drake today. Go with Drake.
Okay,
Yep.
I like that.
Definitely going to be interesting to see, especially as people. I see a lot of crash outs because of these brackets, and it's just been a whole mashup.
Right before Live at 6 on Thursday, Clemson lost. I was very upset, but unfortunately, that is all the time we have for Juice and Java this morning.
Check us out online at CitrusTV.com and follow Citrus TV on Facebook, X, and Instagram.
I'm Ilana Epstein.
And I'm Cora Mayer-Costa. Have a great day, Syracuse.